Fighting for our future. We are here today to be the change. We are not going to accept anything less than a full investment in our future. We are a sleeping giant.
That's right.
And we have the opportunity to awaken those around us to the change that we deserve. I think we all feel strongly about that. I'm very psyched to be here with you today. I don't want to see another day of my own energies wasted. I feel like every week we go to Brood Awakening, 8:30 Thursday mornings, and we gather and we spread the gospel of change. So we got to keep doing this and build on our base. We have to make sure that we don't take no for an answer. We are fighting for our future. We do need to be the change, and I urge all of you to get others to join us and continue with this opportunity that we can't squander.
All right.
Good day, fellow citizens. Good day. My name is Washington Tefferson. Thank you for assembling here this good morning. In the spirit of divestment, I hold here a declaration of environmental interdependence, which I have to read to you, and I appear to the fair intellect of you, the assembled, that it is in fact necessary. I do begin. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the economic bands which have connected them with another, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to this separation.
Yes.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all the earth is created equal, that it is endowed by its creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, progeny, and the pursuit of regeneration. That to secure these rights for humankind, industries are instituted among citizens, deriving their powers from the consent of consumers. That whenever any form of industry becomes destructive to these ends, it's the right of the people to alter or abolish it. Institute new industries, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such forms as to them shall seem most likely to affect the earth's life and fruitfulness. But when a long train of abuses reveals a design to reduce the earth under absolute destruction, it's their right, it is their duty to throw off such industry and to provide new guards to all the earth's future generations. Such has been the patient sufferance of our people. And now it is the necessity which constrains them to alter their former system of energy production. The history of the present fossil fuel industry is a history of repeated injury, all having in their direct object the establishment of absolute destruction of the commons. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world. They have violated the principle of objective science, purchasing favor of scientists and other experts. They have established a revolving door of political lobbyists and industry regulators, fundamentally sabotaging the maintenance of public health and environmental integrity. They have willfully concealed the risks and dangers from depository of public records for the sole purpose of engineering consent in their favor.
No more.
They have overstated or falsified economic projections. They have funded smear campaigns of alternative methods of energy productions. They have engendered a political environment through dubious campaign financing, which forbids legislators from passing laws of immediate necessity. They've made entire nations subservient participants in global wars, using treasure not their own, in order to secure further resources and markets. They've violated countless treaties with native groups and indigenous people that serve to protect traditional and sacred lands. Now, in every stage of these destructions, we have petitioned for redress in the most humble and peaceful of terms, but our petitions have been answered by only repeated injury. An industry whose whose characterized thus marked by which may be defined as a rogue nation state is unfit to be a producer for a free people. We therefore, the citizens of Lowell, Massachusetts, in general agreement assembled, do, in the name and authority of our good neighbors, solemnly publish and declare that Lowell is, and of right ought to be, a free and independent energy producer and consumer. That they are absolved from all allegiance to the fossil fuel industry, and that all economic economic ties between them and carbon producers is and ought to be totally dissolved.
Yes!
In support of this declaration and for the protection of the environment, that without which we are without home, security, and sustenance, we mutually pledge to each other our workings of our lives, our individual talents, and our sacred honor. Thank you, fellow citizens, for being here, and welcome to Divest Fest!
You know, back in only a couple years ago, same-sex marriage seemed like something that was impossible, right?
Right on.
It seemed crazy. And now it's the law of the land. And what we know from that is that organizing works.
That's right.
Right.
Building power in our communities works. What we're doing here in Lowell, it starts small and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Can I hear it for 350 Mass Lowell? When Divestment started just a couple years ago, it also seemed like something that was impossible and crazy. Only a handful of people on a handful of college campuses were talking about it. Now, in Massachusetts, 13 towns have already passed resolutions calling for divestment from fossil fuels.
Soon to be 14!
Yes! What do you guys think? Is Lowell going to be next?
To jump off something she was just saying, it's these some towns in Massachusetts, but there are hundreds of universities. There are countries, entire countries, Norway, divesting billions of dollars, rocking actually, some of these energy markets. And more importantly, it's galvanizing millions of young people.
That's right.
People all over the country getting active into facing the biggest catastrophe that humankind has ever faced, and that is man-made climate change. To control fossil fuels, we need to link our struggles together, and we need to fight together, and that's why it's important to stand here together with each other.
I like the power.
Now, there are very material links between, say, the climate and the new civil rights movement. Something like 68% of Black Americans live within 30 miles of a coal-fired power plant, which is the zone that actually increases, birth defects, heart disease, and all these other ailments, something like 3 or 4 times the normal rate. We live in the wealthiest country in the entire world. There is no reason that we shouldn't have our investments be going to green energy. The only reason is our natural resources are privately owned by these companies. Our natural resources should be public affairs that we should be using to create green energy for our future. There's no need to poison our planet anymore.
We'll never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will